Okay, I think we're in all the places now. So welcome everyone. My name's Teresa and I am so excited to do this Master Brow class with all of you. And let me tell you why I'm qualified. Because I don't have perfect brows. That's why I'm qualified to teach us. No, seriously. I mean, I every day have brow envy. That is the truth. Like I see beautiful sculpted brows. And what happened was back in the 90s, thin, skinny brows were in. And no one told me that the likelihood of them growing back was very slim. And mine are blonde. And as we age, they get sparse. So I walked around all day today and these are my eyebrows. And I felt kind of naked, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm excited to teach you tonight because I've had to learn how to be someone with very imperfect eyebrows, how to give myself eyebrows. And I wanna teach you. I wanna teach just the everyday girl, like how to work with what you got. How's that sound? How to work with what you got. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Feel free to drop questions in the chat. Feel free to comment. We want to know you're here. Let us know you're watching. I would love to know who's joining us and where you're from. And then I'm going to even bring in, I think, a couple other models who are going to attempt once we start doing our brows. So first thing I want to start with is mistakes to avoid. Okay, so let's start there. Let's start at the very beginning with the things you don't want to do. Okay, number one, you don't want to over tweeze. You do not want to over tweeze. And honestly, I think there needs to be a license for people to have tweezers because sometimes we really just need to go to a professional brow sculptor to have our brows done. And that would be one thing I would say too, like, don't over tease, but if you are starting from scratch, like you really have not done anything with your brows in a long time, find a brow sculptor, not just as somebody who's going to wax your eyebrows, a sculptor, because she will take what you have and she will not only clean them up, but she will sculpt them. And then you can do cleaning up with tweezing. And I'm going to show you where your eyebrows should be in just a minute. So mistake number one, don't over tweeze. Number two, don't use the wrong tools. Okay, you must have a spoolie brush. This is a spoolie brush. I never knew before Mary Kay what a spoolie brush was, but this is a brush for your eyebrows. And I'm going to show you how to use this. So don't use the wrong tools. Number three, do not draw your eyebrows on your face. Do not draw. It's very light strokes. It's not harsh lines, okay? So do not draw and don't go darker than your hair. Do not go darker than your hair color. So really a shade lighter or close to your hair shade is okay, but you don't want to go darker. Here's why. You don't want the first thing people to see be your eyebrows. You know, if they're darker than your hair, it's going to be your eyebrows coming first, and you don't want that. Now, eyebrows are really important. So those are the 4 mistakes you don't want to make. But let me share with you now why they're important and why you want to have them and why you may need or want to enhance them. So our eyebrows frame our face, okay? And you're gonna see, I'm gonna start with one eye tonight, but they frame your face. And without eyebrows, like me right now, everything kind of gets lost, okay? It's like having a picture on a wall with a frame versus not a frame. Like, it's just gonna bring everything into dimension when you have eyebrows, okay? The other thing is eyebrows, really important thing to know, your eyebrows are not twins. They are not twins. Say my eyebrows are not twins. They are sisters, okay? They are sisters, which means they are not going to be perfectly alike. They're just not, unless you've had them tattooed on. And even still, they might not be perfect. So I'm gonna show you tonight how you can enhance your eyebrows and how it can be really easy. So, and I'm going to do it just using these 3 things and maybe a little highlighter. That's it. I'm going to use our spoolie brush. I'm going to use my blonde eye pencil eyebrow pencil and my volumizing brow tint in blonde. So these come in different shades, and let me just share with you what shades we have. So in the brow tint, depending on, we can help match you. The brow tint comes in dark brunette, dark blonde, and blonde. And then the brow liner comes in black brown, dark brunette, dark blonde, or blonde. So again, we'll match your color. Don't worry, you don't have to know what color you are. But one of the things we're gonna start with is what they call mapping. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to map your eyebrows. And this is where I've got to bring in my magnifying mirror, which you guys can't see, but I have a big old magnifying mirror here because I cannot do this without one. But this is mapping. So the first thing you want to do is brush up your eyebrows. Brush, brush, brush. Okay, you want to really brush. And I know yours might be hard to see like mine. Now I have my makeup on, but normally I would say do your brows before your eyeshadow, because if you need to clean anything up, you won't mess up your eyeshadow. Okay. Okay, so mapping. This is how we map. I'm going to show you how it's done. This is where your eyebrows should be. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your spoolie brush, or you could take a pencil, whatever you have. And basically you want to go from the outside of your nose straight up. That's where your eyebrows should start. Okay. So I have a little bit of a gap there. It's not too bad. If you have anything in between here and here, it needs to go bye-bye. It doesn't belong there. It's got to go. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to make little dots. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm going to do this for you guys tonight, just so you can kind of get an idea of how to map. And you wouldn't have to do this every time. You wouldn't have to do this every time, just maybe the first couple times till you really get an idea. And your eyes might be perfect. Your eyes might not be like mine. Okay, the outside, you're going to go from your nose to the outside corner of your eye. And that's where your brow should end. So same thing, I'm going to put a little dot here. If yours go beyond that, that needs to go bye-bye too. Okay. Now the really important arch. Okay, so the arch, you're going to go from your nose through the middle of your eye, and right there is where your arch should be. Okay, so mine's like right here. I don't know if you guys can see that because mine, I'm doing blonde. So you can kind of see, I don't want the pen. So right here, and right here. Okay, so I'm going to go back with my spoolie brush. And before I do anything, I'm going to actually take a little bit of a light color. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this highlighter. I'm just using one of my shadows. And I'm just going to put just a little bit right here under my brow, under that arch, just to kind of brighten that up a little. Can you see that? Okay. So don't be afraid to keep brushing those lashes up. And then what you're going to do is you would go in with your pencil, okay? And you're going to just very, very light strokes. Oh, I'm sorry. I started from the outside. Don't start from the outside. You want to start from the middle. It's just a bad habit I have. So start from the middle and do light strokes to where your brow should be. Now, some people do like to do like an outside tracing right here first, which you can as long as you do it with remember, light strokes. You don't want to just draw it in a straight line. And you can do that underneath, and it kind of just gives you borders to go from. I'm going to do one eye, and then I'm going to bring in my models. So models only do one eye, and then I'll bring you in and we'll do the second one together. Okay. So I got to come out here a little bit, really light feather strokes, and add a little bit there And I always need to add just where the lashes are sparse is where you're going to add. And don't worry, I'm going to show you how to clean this up too. Okay, so that's the pencil. This is the pencil. Really, really, really light strokes. And then what you want to do is go back in with your spoolie brush because it actually helps just blend actually the pencil. See how I'm starting to get an eyebrow? Can everyone see how I'm starting to get an eyebrow? Okay, I'm going to do just a little bit more. Okay. So eyebrow, hello eyebrow. So that is with the pencil. And then what you can do is go back over it with the volumizing brow tint. Oh my gosh, I love our brow tint, the Mary Kay brow tint. It's a tinted brow gel and it has microscopic fibers that actually cling to the hairs of your eyebrow. So it gives you lush, full looking eyebrows. And you can customize it. So you can actually wear this alone too. Like if you wanted to not do the pencil, I have a lot of customers who just use the brow tint and they just whoop it on. And I promise you, anything is better than not doing anything. Okay. So if you even just go from doing nothing to the brow tint, you're going to see a difference. So you want to start with your brow tint, same thing, kind of in the middle. And it's very, like I am barely touching, you guys, barely touching. Barely touching. You go back, you can go to the front after, but you definitely always want to start in the middle. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go back with your spoolie brush and you're going to blend again. This I could stand to go, mine should go in just a little bit more, but sometimes it's hard because I don't want it to look fake either. So I tend to just do a little. Okay, do you see the difference? Can you see a difference? Okay, leave a comment if you can see a difference. Tell me what you can tell now that I have one eyebrow on. And I'm going to bring in my other models. I have Laura with me, who is a consultant, and I also have Cindy with me. Hi guys, I'm going to unmute you so that you can join us. All right, and first, before we go on, I want to know, okay, show us what eye you did, although it's kind of obvious, and what colors you are using, okay? What colors you are using. Laura, pull this side of your hair back just a little, because we get a shot. Okay, there you go, there you go. Okay, Laura, what colors are you wearing?
I'm wearing the dark blonde pencil and the dark blonde brow tint.
Awesome. How about you, Cindy?
I have the brunette and don't know, can't see.
Probably brunette as well for your brow
Brunette
tint.
and brunette, yes, brunette and brunette.
Okay.
So when you
All
take
right,
my glasses off.
So we're gonna do the other eye, and you're gonna go ahead and did you guys do the mapping on your eyes? Okay, good. So we're gonna map on this side, same thing. We're gonna map on this side where it should start. Again, mine are a little short, just a tad, I mean, barely, just a tad. And then to the outside, again, putting your brush up against your nose to the outside of your eye. That's where it should end. And then it should arch. If you go through your pupil from your nose, right there is where it should arch. And I'm going to do that trick again with a little bit of highlighter just underneath my arch. It's just a light eyeshadow. You can use any light colored eyeshadow. Okay. And now I'm gonna go in, we're all going in with our little pencil. Oh, I'm gonna spoolie a little bit. You can never spoolie too much. Never spoolie too much. Everyone needs this little spoolie tool. Okay, and then I'm gonna just light strokes. Now, do you guys have two different eyebrows? Because I definitely do.
Absolutely. It drives me nuts.
It drives me nuts too. And I bet you other people don't notice as much as we do, but. And remember to come down because our lashes do fade as they go out. So you want to make sure you're adding some color there. So I have one brow that arcs more than the other, and I don't know why.
I do too. I always feel like I'm lopsided.
Okay, we're coming together here. Now I'm going to do my brow tint. We're going a little quicker on this. Let's see why.
Do we know who iPhone is today?
Who what?
Who our iPhone person is today?
Oh, iPhone person, go ahead and leave a comment in the chat. We want to know who you are. I'm going in with my brow tint again. Start in the middle. Oh, it's Becky. Hey, Becky. Becky.
Hi.
Hello, secret consultant. Hanging out with us. You're learning how to do your brows, right?
Absolutely.
Love it. Are you learning?
Me
How are we?
too.
How are we looking?
Excellent.
Did you see my no brow look?
Yes,
Okay. Does it look better with brows?
100%.
I wish I could pull up my before and my after, and I should have taken a picture and I didn't, but there you have it. And you guys, I promise, here's the thing. You saw the brows I started with. They are imperfect, but if you do this, you can do it. It's easy. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay. So while Cindy and Laura are finishing up theirs, I want to tell you guys just a little bit about our brow bundle. So you can get, believe it or not, and this is what I love about this too, is it's really pretty reasonable to be able to do your brows. You can get the brow liner is only 14 and the brow tint is 14. So that's a $28 bundle, but I think most of you probably heard the news that there's this really big customer appreciation day sale tomorrow. Did y'all hear about it? 20% off. 20% off. So that means you can get this for $22.40 and it's going to last you a really, really long time. I mean, you saw how little we use. So I'm going to see, do we have any comments? I'm trying to look online. Laura, can you see if we have comments on Facebook or no, in my group? Are you able to do that?
Let me go check.
Oh, there they are. Okay, I see Danielle and Lynn and Cassie, Carly. Hey guys. Hey, Kelly's watching. I'm so sorry. Maxine's watching. Look at all the people watching. I am so sorry. I did not know why they weren't on. And I'm like, I know there's people watching. Okay, so drop any questions you guys have into the chat about your eyebrows. Like I said, big 20% off sale tomorrow. So it's a perfect time to get your little duo. And don't forget your spoolie brush. Okay, this is the tool that you do not want to be without. It's got the spoolie in on this side and it's got the angled, really, really thin brush on this side. $10, $10, and it will be your best friend. It will be your best friend. Okay, so we can help you get your color. I'm going to bring in Laura and Cindy really quick. I want to see their eyes. Let's see. There's Laura and there's Cindy. Okay, show us how you guys did. We really need before and after pictures. I see. Okay, here's the good thing. Y'all have brows, which means you have now framed your face. You've given your eyes dimension. It looks beautiful. It's so much better than having no eyebrows. So beautiful job. Okay, so one last thing I'm going to share with you guys before we wrap up, and we're right on time. And that is, I didn't want to leave you without telling you about our summer pilot program in case anyone's interested, because the summer pilot program is pretty fun. So what it is a chance for you to come in and try out getting your products at 50% off. And you could do it for friends and family. You could do it to make some extra money this summer. Everybody's different. I will say 80% of the women I work with within our unit came into Mary Kay for the discount themselves. They wanted the 50% discount. And then some of them moved to family and friends. They thought, well, this is easy. I'm going to service some family and friends. And then we had some who got a taste of the extra money they could make, and they decided to do more. So it really is up to you. It's like you come in, you try it out and see what happens. And so you can do that right now. You have 3 options if you want to do the summer pilot program. The first one is the full starter kit, and it comes with over $400 in retail product. And it's $130 to get started that way. And it gives you all your a bunch of samples, mirrors, trays, this cute bag, everything. Or you could start for $30, which is your e-start. Now you don't get any samples with that, but you do get access. You'll have your own personal website if you want to share that with any family and friends, and you will have access to ProPay if you want to accept credit cards, if you want to. And again, if you just want to order for your 50% discount, I can teach you how to do that. It's really easy, especially right now, like to just our skincare right now, you can get an extra sale on right now from the company. So the third thing you can do is with the $30 or the $130 starting option, you can add a $45 sample kit to either one of those. And it's all the samples that we use a lot of the time, like the skincare, the charcoal mask, those goodies. So let your consultant know if you're interested in that. It's just super fun. We always have a great time. If nothing else, you're going to learn more tips and tricks like how to do your eyebrows. And I literally was makeup impaired before Mary Kay. So thank goodness they came into my life, because I'd probably still not have any eyebrows, y'all. Okay, Laura, Cindy, can you guys think of any questions people might have?
Gosh, I think, you covered a lot. Like I've had eyebrows, but they're big and unruly and not tamed. So this was very helpful to sort of get that under control and make it look nicer.
You have the opposite problem. So let me touch on that. The volumizing tint is really great for unruly brows because it helps keep your hairs in place. Oh, I almost forgot. I do finish with this magic stuff. This is finishing spray. So I wear glasses, as y'all saw, and sometimes my glasses hit perfectly my eyebrows, like just perfectly. So I have to use my finishing spray, which I like to use anyway. So you just spray it on, you let it dry, and it's not going anywhere then. It's water resistant, sweat resistant, it's all those things. Finishing spray is a best friend. If you have problems keeping your makeup on for a long time, you don't want your eyebrows to bleed away, all that good stuff. So glad you brought that up, Laura. How about you, Cindy? Any other questions that you think people might have or you had before you learned?
I was an over waxer. So that's just as bad, because when you wax too much, your eyebrows don't grow back.
Right.
Then I had a surgery where all my hair fell out, including my eyebrows.
Wow.
So my eyebrows didn't grow back. So what you see is what I got, which is not a lot, and they're gray. They're not a color. So I had never even heard of eyebrow tint. So I was uber excited to find out about eyebrow tint, and I sell that to everybody.
You know what?
It's like it truly is like my best seller. Like I sell it to everybody.
I can see why, Cindy. And I gotta tell you, ever since you put on your brow tint, your eyes look so blue. It's amazing.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
And I truly, unless I'm like just running to the gas station just because of COVID, but for the most part, when I go to work, my eyebrows are done. If I don't do anything else, my
Right.
eyebrows are done. And people will say
Right.
to me, you didn't do your brows today. Like, it's the
Mhm.
first thing they notice about me. I cannot put lipstick on. I cannot do
Yeah.
something. They know when I haven't done my brows. Like, it's
Yes.
so noticeable.
People
So
will
it's
say,
something
"Are
that
you
I
sick?"
always do.
Right? People say, "Are you sick? Do you not feel well?" It's because my eyebrows are missing, right? Or you,
Yeah.
or you forgot. So like Cindy said, you guys, it's so true. If you leave the house with nothing else, leave the house with your eyebrows on, okay? I hope you were inspired tonight, because I used to be so intimidated by perfect eyebrows, okay? It used to just be like, I will never have those eyebrows, but now at least I have some. So go back, watch the whole video, message us if you guys have questions, and be sure to check in with your consultant for the big customer appreciation sale. And next time we see you, I can't wait to see your eyebrows. Bye, everyone.
Bye,